Matt, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Busy?
I'm doing, man. How's things going, man? So you got us out there in Bakersfield, man. I appreciate you, doing the write up for us, man. Much love.
The city's excited you guys are coming over here. I was really surprised because I know you guys were did the Rock the Bells, and a lot of the heads from here went to go see you guys,
Yeah.
and so it's going to be a great show. But I know you got a lot of things to do, so I'm going to kick right into it. I was working in a music store when then like Creeping on a Come Up came out, and when all those
I know
classic
you ain't talking about way back when, back in 1994.
yeah, I was working in a record store
Oh,
back then.
man, I don't remember 2004, man. Stop it. No, go ahead and listen.
Yeah, Bone Thugs came out in a big transitional period in hip hop. There was still, of
True.
course, gangster rap was still doing really well, but
Yes.
the other kind of extended hardcore crews were kind of coming up. Wu Tang was starting to make
Mm-hmm.
a name, and your group style really, it stood out because it threw a lot of fans for a loop because I think like when you first saw the picture of you guys, it could have been it could have been put in with another like stack of gangster rap CDs until you listened to it. The delivery really threw everybody off because it was just a completely different style.
About 10, 15 more minutes.
And
I'm listening.
okay, when you guys came together, what was the concept for the group?
I mean, the concept of the group was really the dynamics of like an organic group from from the street, of course, a different franchise environment, not much money, the same story, we all didn't come from the suburbs or whatnot, and we came out here, with a dream and a record, and nowadays they do mixtapes beforehand. You would get with a local guy and put out a record with him, and that was your marketing tool to go wherever you wanted to go in order to make something of yourself, and so on and so forth. And took a chance down in Los Angeles for a broader spectrum of the industry, and we were young, nothing to lose. Let's do it. And we good.
Yeah.
Boom. You know.
Oh
You
yeah,
know the
definitely.
story.
Yeah, well, Easy E was a big part of you guys' early career. What was he like, and what kind of guidance did he offer to you guys?
I mean, it was really difficult with Easy. The only guidance that he had to really offer us was, the beginnings of the traps before they, but we never really got to take off until he got sick. We didn't take off till Crossroads, really.
Yeah.
Everything else was more, what do we do? 500,000 on the first record. You know what I'm saying? But that was only a 5-song record. It was like, what, 8 songs on the record?
Yeah.
What you finna get done, Atler? You ain't about to look dapper. You ain't looking dapper and... excuse me, brother. Go ahead. Jamie Atler over there showing off for the young ladies.
Okay, sorry. No, when Easy E passed, did you guys was that a big blow to you guys? I mean, you guys lost a friend and an early mentor, but when you lose someone like that, that's kind of there in the beginning. Um, did it feel like, oh, we're gonna lose a big, part of our support system, or were
I
you
mean,
guys?
yeah, definitely. We always lived on the edge with Easy E anyway, young, getting put out of hotels. I ain't with y'all no more. We too wild. We ain't know how to treat certain things. So we had that kind of a relationship, but when he passed away, it was such a mystery of what it was and how he had died, and he had gotten sick beforehand, and then our record was doing well, and the money was funny, and then there was a fight over his estate 3 years after he had passed, so it was more that kind of stuff going on. We sold millions and millions of records, but they're fighting over his estate. So definitely later on, in retrospect, we had thoughts like that, but man, it just happened so fast, man. You don't even think when things is happening that fast. People dying left and right.
Absolutely, absolutely. I saw you guys when Thuggish Ruggish Bone came out, blew up. I remember seeing you guys like on Club MTV or something, one of those shows, and it was a trip because like I said, I was working in a record store, and the first releases came out, and they were very independent. People were coming in asking for you guys here in Bakersfield a lot. It was really starting to brew from the underground into more into the mainstream. Did you guys ever think that was going to happen?
I mean, Easy E had the formula, so anything that wasn't, as derogatory as the music him and NWA put out was a gold mine for him, and he set the path. And then his death kind of like was like, okay, now what's going to happen with these guys, and so on and so forth. So it just was like it took off like that. Nobody could have expected it to happen like that. The cross mainstream, it was crossroads in the song about death because basically we was just singing about beating people up, really, before then.
Yeah.
Remember, Thuggish Bone for the love of money.
Yeah.
So we're just talking about going outside and beating people up. It was fight music up until Crossroads.
Yeah, yeah. Well, E 1999 Eternals comes out, first of the month. Crossroads, that took you guys even higher. You guys are everywhere. You know, what kind of effects did that start having on kind of the dynamic of the group? Because now you guys are superstars, bona fide superstars.
I mean, well, it didn't really have too much of an effect, for a while because a lot of the hoopla that was going on, it was while we were still, like I said, they were fighting over his estate for like 2.5 years. And so our money was frozen. So we were able to be grounded, so we kind of stayed grounded and stayed to the grassroots. That's how we got like 2 or 3 more of those real nice records out of us, even in the midst of turmoil. You know what I mean? So hopefully that answered your question.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. And then I mean, you guys have had. I mean, I think were, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were the first one to have like the big solo record.
Yeah, man. Everybody don't remember that Flesh was actually doing his solo record, and he was up there with Russell Simmons and Emily or Cohen back in the Def Jam days. He had dropped 2 gold records with Def Jam, so Flesh was making noise, a lot of noise on the solo end. Took more on the East Coast, so, I mean, we were doing such, the crew was having fun, then Flesh got in that legal trouble in 99, and then that's when I came out with the solo record, so.
Yeah, no, you've obviously carved your own niche, outside of the group as the other guys have too, but,
gotta do it.
Yeah, absolutely. At what moment did you have have you had one of those moments? And I'm sure you have, because I mean, you guys are being recognized a lot, for the impact or the contributions to hip hop. But at what moment did you realize that the group Bone Thugs and Harmony has had like a big impact on the history of hip hop?
I mean, I think that remains to be seen right now. I think that's what this Rock the Bells 20th year anniversary thing is that we're doing right now. After 20 years, we still got our legs with us. We're still in shape and things of that nature that we need to do to, show the people, how we used to do it. I said firmly, I'm really doing this so, the mothers and the cousins and the big brothers can show their little brothers and their kids what we look like and how we did it. When we did what we did back in the, the late 90s and the early 2000s. So we're just repping it, end it strong, you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing right now. I got the 5-10 year plan, and I'll see you at the quarter century mark or whatnot. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. The new album Art of War 2 is coming out end of November.
No, definitely not. We had to do a retractment on that statement. There was already an Art of War 2. There was an Art of War 3. Yeah, there was an Art of War 3 record that was tentatively titled, but unfortunately none of those things were able to go through. So I kindly like for you not to comment on that record per se, and let's just focus on the 20th year anniversary of Bone Thugs and Harmony, and then we'll keep that out of there until further notice, if that's okay with you.
Oh, that's totally cool. That's totally cool. Yeah, well, what kind of live show can the fans expect here in Bakersfield?
Oh, well, it's going to be very energetic. It's going to be fun. We're going to take them back, reminisce. We're going to have proper, stopping points to where we can have crowd interaction and things of that nature, and we can just promise them a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. We're on stage for about an hour 15, hour 45 minutes at any given time. So we're all going to have fun. Everybody's going to enjoy themselves, and hopefully they get it,
Yeah, excellent. Well, all right, man. Well, thank you so much, Bizzy. I appreciate you taking the time, man. It's great. It's going to be great to have you guys here in Bakersfield, the full group, and all the fans are going to be going nuts. So
Totally.
All right, man. Well, thank you very much, and God bless, and we'll see you here in Bakersfield in a couple
Mhm.
weeks.
Thank you.
You got
All
it.
right. Hold on.